and welcome. I'm the one and only West Coast King, and welcome to the first official episode of the League of the Americas here with FC Dallas. And we're starting this episode, or starting this career right in a transfer window because we are in Europe, so let's get right into it. Last time out, I said we could probably target a center back and a left back to bring into this team to strengthen the squad. I still think we need a center back. I definitely do. However, I think we're going to wait on getting a fullback in. If we don't have to spend the money on one right now, I don't think it's really all that necessary, so I don't want to do that. Instead, what I would like to do is get in another striker. Right now, we have Aruti up there as the starting striker. That's fine. If we have to roll through the whole season with Aruti up top, I'm not too worried about it. Our backup right now, our main backup, is going to be Tesho Akindele, who's capable as well playing up there. And we also have Barrios that can play up there if necessary, though I really don't want to put him out there. I think he's better playing out wide in space, running at defenders, rather than putting him up top. So if we can avoid putting Barrios up there, I'd be very happy. So with that in mind, I think we definitely could use another striker just to kind of add some depth to this team. I have some ideas, so let's get into it. So here is my short list of the Americans that I'm going to target in this series. It's not a complete list. I mean, I might go after some different Americans, and I don't want to go overboard with just trying to go only after Americans for this series, but I do like me an American, and I would like to get some in, and these are some Americans who I've not played with in this, at least not in FIFA 16, with the exception of Bradford Jamieson briefly in that Newcastle series, so I might go ahead and try to get him again. But starting off at right back, Tyler Adams, a guy, I think he's a rookie with New York this year. He's 16 years old. He's got to be a rookie. And he's kind of down the depth chart for fullbacks at New York Red Bulls. He's loan listed, a guy that has some decent potential to him, I think, and we could get for very cheap. I said I didn't want to spend money on a fullback right now, but if we can get this guy for $100,000, $200,000, definitely worth the investment there. Matt Miazga is like my ideal center back for this team. He is very expensive, so maybe not going to be able to get him in this season, but if we can pull some kind of a loan to buy deal with Chelsea, maybe we might be able to steal him away for just fairly cheaper than maybe what he's worth. We'll have to see. Perry Kitchen, finally, he's available to me in a career mode. I haven't done a career mode in FIFA 16 where Perry Kitchen's actually been in the game. He now is. Don't know if we need another holding midfielder, but he's definitely a solid midfielder, and I'll have a look at maybe trying to get him. Bobby Wood is my number one target for striker. I want to get Bobby Wood. The only problem is he just got to Union Berlin from 1860 Munich, so probably not going to happen this season unless I can maybe do some kind of a 2-year loan with an option to buy. I'm not really sure. I'll have a look, but again, maybe not Bobby Wood right now. And then again, I have Bradford Jamieson. Had him at Newcastle only briefly, only had a handful of games with him, but he was a monster when I had him with Newcastle. So I want to try at least have a look. If we can get him for $500,000, definitely a good investment there as well. Last episode, I did mention that we are taking part in a preseason tournament, so I'm going to go ahead and simulate these games. Our first one's going to be against Dusseldorf, who's probably one of the better teams in this tournament, so if we can get something from them, a 2-0 win, and that was without Castillo and Gruezo, two of our better players. They're away on international duty. That's a very promising start. I'm very surprised by that and very excited that the team could handle this game like that. That's a very good start. I am working on some deals, but while we wait, we have another preseason tournament match. This one's against Aberdeen. Same exact starting 11 in there. Didn't really want to change things up too much from the team that won last game. Lazaro gets an immediate red card. I don't think this was going to go as well. Nope. Well, at least we didn't get the injury. We did lose the game, though. For the final game of the group stage of the preseason tournament, we're going to go ahead and use this same lineup. I had to make one change. We got that red card. So Akindele is going to start on the left. Other than that, nothing else is changing. If we win this, we move through a 2-2 draw. I'm not sure if that's going to get it done. We'll have to see. So it turns out that draw was good enough, just barely, to get us through to the knockout rounds of the preseason tournament. So we got almost $1 million in for that, which is really good. And we have our first player joining us. It's going to be Bradford Jamieson on a 2-year loan with an option to buy for $750,000 after 2 years. That's really nice. Again, I don't know if I want Bradford Jamieson to be the future striker on this team, but we've got him for 2 years now, which is a good start. And we have an offer in for one of our players now. It's from Toronto. They want to buy Victor Ulloa. We have 4 really decent holding midfielders. I don't really want to sell any of them. I don't want to mess with the midfield right now just because I don't want to have to try to bring someone else in. So I'm not going to sell Ulloa. If I were to sell one of them, it would probably be Ortiz. So I definitely want to keep Victor Ulloa in the team, at least for this season, I think. For our next preseason tournament game, we're going to be going up against, wow, I don't know how to say that name, Arhus, I don't know. I can't make really any changes to our starting 11 because we don't really have the depth to do that, especially with players away on international duty. So hopefully we get this win. Woo, we do. Akindele's been really good in this preseason. So we have some more deals being accepted now. All of them are 2-year loan deals with an option to buy at the end. The first one is for Tyler Adams, the right back. $275,000 fee at the end of 2 years is not that bad. He's not that great overall, but it gives us a chance to try to train him up and then see where he's at 2 years. If we don't want him at the end of 2 years, we don't have to take him. I think he could be pretty good though. So let's go ahead and get him in the team. The other two offers are for center backs. The first one, Borja Lopez from Barcelona, looks pretty decent. The other one, Emmanuel Mamana from River Plate, who's actually in our league now. Both of them look pretty good. I will do one of them if a different deal that I'm trying to work on doesn't go through. So we'll wait on these two and we'll wait to see if the other offer I have comes through or not. All right, guys, so I went ahead and played the final of the preseason tournament. I'm not gonna really show you the highlights because I don't really want to waste the time on that. It's not very important. I just wanted to get a little bit of game time with the team, as well as make sure that we had a really good chance to win the tournament, not just for the trophy, but also because we need the money that comes from winning it. We did go ahead and beat Dusseldorf in the final. I told you they were one of the better teams. I think we were the only team to beat them, and we beat them twice. We won it 3-0. Max Arruti got a goal. Mauro Diaz got the other two. A very solid performance from the team. But even more important than winning the tournament, it's getting that money in. So as it turns out, that win in the tournament final was absolutely crucial. We needed that money in order to be able to do this deal. It's $6 million, $40K per week in wages for Matt Miazga, the future of the defense for us in this series. A very, very good defender. Let's get him in the team. So we are now up to the first game of the regular season, and oh boy, is it a big one. We're on the road to take on Palmeiras. They're easily one of the top 2 teams in the league. It's them and Boca Juniors, I would have to say, are the best teams in the league. Palmeiras is a very, very good team. And like I said, we're on the road. I mean, this is a nightmare of a first game for us. It's going to be a big test. I like our starting 11, though. It's our best starting 11 in there. Let's see how we do. All right, here we go. Kick off in our first match against Palmeiras, and they actually have a debutant in there as well. They actually spent $2.5 million to pick up Serge Gnabry from Arsenal, so that's actually a pretty interesting deal for them. Our big debut, though, is our $6 million man, Matt Miazga, so we'll see how each one does. Oh my god, they're so much quicker than me. I keep tackling the ball, but I can't get it off of them. They just keep getting back to it. There we go. Finally, let's get some space over here. Here's lots of space. And forward for Arruti. Arruti's on it. Come on, Max Arruti. Put this away. That was a bad finish. That was my fault. I waited too long to take that shot. But we have another one in there. It's going to be Gruezo. Have the shot, Gruezo. That was so weak. He's not a finisher. There you go. Castillo to Gruezo. Gruezo back to Castillo. Fabian Castillo. Oh, I turned it. Oh, Castillo stays on it. Castillo, have a shot. We're so close. Just someone put the ball in the net. Play it. Nice. Can we find that ball through? It's beautiful. And Diaz missed. How did Mauro Diaz miss from there? Seriously, how did he miss? Oh, Castillo. There you go. Good pick. Nicely done. There we go. Send him away. It's Mauro Diaz one-on-one. You've got to score this one, Diaz. Come on. Diaz. He does finish it. There it is. There's the first goal. So deserved. So deserved. All right, second half now. No changes for either team. It has been a very even match, though, so it's not over by any means. Just because we have a lead does not mean we can relax. Palmeiras is a very good team. Oh, my God. Oh, no, that was a bad slide tackle. Oh, overran that. Oh, please get there. Is that Zach Lloyd? Oh, it is Zach Lloyd. Hero tackle from Lloyd. Whew, that bailed us out. I told you, Palmeiras can come back at any moment. They're not a bad team. Oh, Castillo. Oh, Castillo. Keep going. Oh, Castillo. He's got an open shot. Freaking save of the year. I was about to say Fabian Castillo gets us our second. Didn't think there was any way that keeper was making that save. Good passing. The passing on this team has just been... Look at it go. The passing. The passing. Are you on one? Rosales to make it 2. Cannot believe he missed. Okay, he finished it anyway. Mauro Rosales coming on as a second half sub. Gets us our second goal. It wasn't pretty. Should have put the first one away. To be fair, that goalkeeper, Prask, never heard of him. He's been incredible. He's been very, very good for them. But Rosales does get what probably will be the ceiling goal in this game. I don't think Palmeiras is coming back now. 2-0 in this one. There is the final whistle as this one comes to an end. A 2-0 victory on the road at Palmeiras. Very, very good. Very good performance. That back line, especially our defense, was amazing. Everyone in the back line, I would say, was incredible in that game. Hollingshead, Miazga, Hedges, and even Zach Lloyd, who I wasn't too keen on playing it right back, especially in this league with the pace that's going to be in here from the South America teams. Zach Lloyd might have won man of the match for me. He was incredible. All right, so we're going to go ahead and end this first episode right here. I really like the way things are going here. I've played 2 games with this team, and they've been absolutely phenomenal. I would say, going into a series, this has been the best I've ever done with a new team like this. I've never had this much success this early on. Usually I struggle a little bit to get going with a team just to kind of get a feel for them. But this being an MLS team, I feel like I already knew how they were going to play, especially a team like Dallas with just pace everywhere. It makes the learning curve a lot easier to handle. So I'm happy with the way things are going. I don't think we necessarily need any other players right now. If you have any suggestions, I'll certainly take a look at them, but I don't think we have about $900,000 left in the transfer budget right now. I don't think I want to buy any other players. I might go for a couple more loan deals if you think we need something else. But other than that, I might take a look at also bringing in a youth scout and putting them in the United States. I don't know if I want to do that right now or wait till about midway through the season once we get through some domestic cup action and get a little bit more money in, or maybe even wait till next season to do that so we can get a pretty decent scout. I want a scout that has at least 3-star experience so we can get some good players in, maybe even 4-star. So I'll have a look and see what's going on there. Let me know what your thoughts are, whether or not we should get a youth academy going as soon as possible or not. But that's going to do it for this episode. If you did enjoy it, make sure to let me know by leaving a like below. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you when we come back for some more League of the Americas with FC Dallas. See ya.